Ah, damn it! By the time you hear them, it's too late. This is like being back at sea in the Navy. They are so low. Woo! Yeah, the Greek Air Force is giving us a thrill today. In this episode, we are getting back into our sailing groove, transiting across the southern Peloponnese. We depart Pylos for a short trip to an island near Methoni, then have a massive sail to Porto Kagio. On the way, we watch the footy, thanks Starlink, and do some spearfishing and cooking.
Pylos was a great first stop in Greece. We're all checked in, we've restocked the boat, we've had some of our favourite Greek food, but it is time to head. There isn't much breeze today. We've found a nice little spot about 11 miles south of us. There might be some good spearfishing, possibly some good fishing on the way. That's the plan. So we're going to start her up and get her out of here.
Boat's locked down.
Thank you. Once you start them up, the pre-engine checks are done, so we're starting them up now. Once you've started them up, you've got to check the RPMs coming through correctly, so the instruments are working, and then you've got to check the water discharge just to make sure there's cooling going to the engine. White was not the colour to wear when you're doing the anchor. Bye bye white shirt. It was nice knowing you.
You know, our chain's about rusty. I don't know how many more seasons that's going to last. Pylos is a gorgeous town though. We are fishing. Waving goodbye to all our favourite haunts. Heading south, might have enough wind. Certainly once we come around I think we'll be able to put the Jenica up anyway and get a little bit of support.
Five miles down, 5 miles to go. Unfortunately, there's still not quite enough wind. We are motor sailing though. I've got the Genoa out, which is giving us about sort of half to 1 knot extra. Nice short passage today, but the wind has just not come up as much as forecast, unfortunately. Having said that, it is still an absolutely lovely motor sail down the coast.
Shit, that was low as shit. He did that on purpose. He was so close. Ah, damn it! By the time you hear them, it's too late. This is like being back at sea in the Navy. They are so low. Woo! Yeah, the Greek Air Force is giving us a thrill today. Pretty sure that was on purpose. Came between us and the little tower off Methoni Castle. Really low. I think they're behind that island. Made it! Just a couple of hours motor sailing, mainly motoring, a little bit of sail involved as well. We're in the island just south of Methoni in a beautiful anchorage. It's only really suitable here in a nor'wester, and that's what we've got. So it's absolutely perfect for today. I'm going to do some spearfishing this afternoon, and I think what we're going to do is we'll probably wait until the wind comes up around midday again tomorrow and then fly with a much stronger nor'wester to our next anchorage, and we're just going to hop the nor'wester all the way around to Porto Kagio. Unfortunately, when our lazy jacks went at reef 2, our sail was scratching on the solar panels. We don't want that to happen again, so we're putting some baby corner protectors over the panels just on these 2 corners. It's a bit of an experiment, but they weren't very expensive, so we'll put them in like that. It shouldn't affect the panel because I've cut out a little bit. We can use some Patex glue, which you also don't want to get on the panels. Oh, I hate this bit. It's time for a spearfish. lubricating the wetsuit. Looks like the visibility might be really nice. I'm back in lionfish country, so hopefully I can find something to shoot.
Maybe you should have gone for a daytime one. How'd you go?
Got a couple of little lionfish, nothing amazing, but that's the big one. Yeah, they get a lot bigger, but not a very good spot for spearfishing really. It's really quite shallow. You need it to be a lot deeper in the Mediterranean. But a good start to the season.
Al's inside getting a very hot shower because he's come back freezing. Still pretty cold in the water here. Check out the evening, it's just beautiful. Look at those colours. It's really peaceful here.
Just done my engine checks this morning. Looking really good down there. We a bit worried about the fact that we've still got 50 miles to run to our next point in the Peloponnese. Wind's not going to fill in probably until about midday. We're going to get a few hours under our belt. Make sure we're not still sailing at midnight tonight.
What a spot though, and check out the colour of the water. You can see the bottom very, very easily. Boat day. It looks like the sensor on our capstan has gone. So that means there's a tiny little magnet inside it, and it goes round and round and counts how far the chain's gone, so how much chain you've got in or out. And it looks like that's gone because when it loses the sensor input, it stops all the time. However, we do have an anchor remote which we installed last year, and luckily that seems to override it, so we can use that until we replace the sensor. And we have replaced that sensor before, so we know how to do it. It's just a bit of a pain because you take that whole thing apart. Oh well, that's boat life. Every day something else breaks, no matter how well you maintain it. Bit of wind.
Sorry?
A little bit of breeze.
Yeah.
Is today the day?
Maybe. New handline's working well though.
Why hasn't got any fish?
€4 well spent for a proper reel. Today's the day.
Yeah, I would say. And this island here is where the Greek Air Force bombing range is. We're looking for them. We haven't seen them come out today, like yesterday when they pretty much buzzed us, which was very cool. See if they come out again today. The very important part of our day is about to start. My team is playing Al's team in the AFL. It's Geelong versus the Demons. Take the advantage of having Starlink, and we're going to watch that match. Hopefully while sailing, might be while motoring, but either way we're watching the footy. What are we doing?
It's a grand old flag, it's a high flying flag. We are watching the football.
And it's unlikely that song's going to be played at the end. That song. We've got the footy, got a good lookout.
Lots of Mitchies out there. They're not watching the footy, we're fishing.
We just need some wind now, but still another hour or so till the wind's due, so there you go. Sails are up, not a lot of wind, but a little bit, so we're sort of motor sailing at the moment. The sailors are probably giving us an extra knot or so. It's expected to keep coming up, so hopefully the engines can be turned off soon. The score so far is Melbourne is 6, Geelong is 0, but don't worry, they'll come back.
Stephen May into the back pocket, Salem.
It's pretty predictable.
going well for my team. We're 31, Elle's team is 8.
Cool.
My team have not done well the last few weeks, so it's nice to see them back in form.
65% to 21%
Jeremy Cameron, Patrick Dangerfield kicking goals, we're in trouble.
It's lovely coastline along here. It's still quite chilly out of the sun. We're in the sun, it's lovely. Not quite summer yet. How's the footy going?
Well, we looked good there for a while, but as usual, Demons can't score goals. Wind's probably not quite as strong as we were hoping for, and not quite from where we were expecting, but it's good enough to shut the engines off. Football's going bad, still no fish. Lovely day. I'm doing my lionfish for lunch. Crumbed, lightly crumbed, cooked in butter in our new fry pan. Couple of lionfish, just reward for a couple of hours of spearfishing last night. Looks really tasty.
I am back on watch and the temperature has plummeted. As soon as the sun went behind the clouds, it got really quite cold. We're back in beanies and jackets. Got about 20 nautical miles to go. Hopefully about 3 hours worth of sailing. It's still pretty much downwind, but very comfortable. We're going with the swell. Yeah, beautiful. No engine, so I'm always happy when there's no engine on. You probably can't see them, but there's 3 fighter jets just went past us. Not as close as yesterday, but very low. Only 8 miles left to go. We're hoping to get in just before sunset, but it will depend how much wind is around the corner. Tucking in around this corner here. It should be nice and protected from the wind and the swell.
Definitely looking forward to getting around this point. Finding some shelter. Hopefully the wind doesn't drop too much. We're making really good time at the moment. Pretty much see where it's going to get flat, just out there. Wow, we've come around the corner. It's now absolutely flat as you'd expect, but we're still getting a good 18 knots even off these hills. So we are flying. 8 knots over ground. 29, 17, 18 knots apparent, but just incredible sailing.
We've come around the corner and we're totally protected from the swell now, so we're flying along at about 6 or 7 knots in perfectly calm conditions. It doesn't get much better than this. I expect we will lose the wind at some stage because of these mountains, but at the moment it's just epic. Look at that. Fishing lines are coming in, no luck today. But we have caught some before, they've got to be out there somewhere. Heading in, this is our anchorage in between this gap here. Okay, go. Ready? Okay, coming down. At the mains in, we're just going to motor in for the last mile or so because we'll pretty much be going straight into the wind through here. We're racing the setting sun. It's always much nicer to anchor while the sun's up. We probably won't be able to see too much in the water, but at least we can see the other boats and the land around us a lot easier. We found a good anchorage spot. The reviews of this place say you can find some patches of weed and rock, but I think we managed to find a bit of sand. We backed right down the anchor so it's nicely dug in. The winds are forecast for westerly all night, so we should get lots of protection from these cliffs over here. We'll set the alarms up so that if we spin, it tells us all good. me.
And just like that, home for the night. What a beautiful looking spot.
Glad I stocked up yesterday and I got one of our favourite snack foods, tzatziki by the kilogram tub. Yes, in Greece you can buy it by the kilo and it's delicious.
This kilo tub of tzatziki.